Cheers, everybody. What's going on? Miscellaneous here with you. Yeah, we're back. It's Thursday for another Thursday night beer session. But tonight, we're going to be doing I typically don't review stuff like this, and I don't think this is really, we're going review, but I will, I guess, tear them out at some point. This is a light beer showdown. So yeah, I have four light beers in front of me. Some of the top, the more popular sought after light beers. So obviously, goddamn button on the side of the mouse. I was gonna say I forgot the chat. Cheers to you, Angie, Tommy, Carol, Ronnie. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think that's how this is gonna go down exactly. I've already done couple chugs. So yeah, we've got a Bud Light, AB InBev, Anheuser-Busch. We've got a Natural Light, popular to some. My buddy King Cobra drinks that. We've got the Miller Lite, East Coast LQ reviews. This is his light go-to, I guess, one that he really enjoys. And we've got the Boucher Latte. So I don't know. So yeah, basically, I've got four shot glasses here. We're gonna pour them up, just so you guys can see the difference between the products, and then I'll get aromas, I guess, from that and drink from the can because I don't have four pint glasses because I don't need 4 pint glasses. So go ahead and pour the Busch Light up first. Let's get a little bit in there. Boom. In the shot glass. Tap it because it's not a beer glass, but yeah, pretty clear, slightly straw colored. It's got a pretty frothy, sudsy looking head on the sides. So leave that here. The Busch. Next one's going to be Miller Lite. So we've got our Miller Lite here. Sorry, we got to tap it. I don't polish my shot glasses, and I wasn't going to do it for the show. But yeah, that is the Miller Lite there. This one is brilliant. Very, very clear beer. Kind of makes the Busch Light look slightly no, it's just chill haze on the glass. Yeah, this one about the same, rocky, sudsy looking head. Frothy on top. All right. Only 3 people tonight, huh? Oh well. It's all good. So this is the Natural Light that we've got here. This appears to be a little bit lighter colored than the other 2 products. I'm not sure. It does have a much more tight-knit bubbled head and is nice. It's got a nice frothy top to it. Effervescence is pretty good. Low effervescence out of the Busch Light. All right, and our last one we've got to pour up here is the Bud Light. Jesus. Liquor out of these fucking things, yeah. And that's the Busch Light there. Very similar looking head to the Natural Light. Got a good effervescence to it. I'd have to say, out of the 4 products I have sitting here in front of me, that the Busch Light has very large bubbles rising up. The Miller Lite has very small, fast rising bubbles. Typically, you see that in a better beer. Cheers. I would love to say your name, but I don't want to butcher it, man. I don't really drink too much, but like I said, I don't drink. I don't. There's a. I have 3 friends that drink 3 of these products, and I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna do a live stream. We're gonna look at them. We're gonna taste them. We'll look at them, see where it's at, so I can have some kind of definitive closure in this ongoing thing of the light beer. But yeah, the Natty Light does not seem to have a lot of effervescence to it either. I will say that the Miller Lite and the Bud Light have a pretty similar looking thing. There are some large bubbles coming up off of the Bud Light, which I'd say is not coming up on the Miller Lite. Nice effervescence to them both. So, yeah. All right. So let's give Busch a whiff. Corn. It's not like a sweet corn. Little bread crust. There's a ruckus going on in the other end. Yeah, not too much going off of that. It's almost, it reminds me similar to like PBR almost. Just they got a bit more of like a malty kick. The Miller Lite, this has a much lighter sweet corn aroma. Definitely, I get a doughy white bread out of this one. That's pretty much it. I mean, maybe a little grassy. I get like a grassy hop coming out of this. That's the Miller Lite. To the Natural Light, this smells pretty like flat. I really don't pick up much of an aroma. Maybe there's a light sweet corn aspect to it, and a little very minimal grassy note, but not a lot going on with the Natty Light in the aroma departments. All right, this one. I remember when I was younger, I went to this keg party, and they had a keg of Bud Light, and it was like $5. You got your cup and stuff. I was pouring my beer, dude, and my buddy was going to go fill his up. I'm like, yo, go get me one too. And dude, he came back, and oh my god, it was like rancid almost. Bud Light. This has a nice malt presence to it. Minimal grain, slight sweetness. This has got a bread crust and doughiness to it. Aroma-wise. It's interesting. Well, I guess I got to drink the shots of beer. So, Busch Light. Pretty easy drinking, slightly malty corn beverage. Aftertaste, it's not bad. You kind of get a little bit malty sweet finish. I wouldn't say it's too crispy or anything like that. Not a bad beer. Drinkable for sure. This is, I guess, where we're gonna go and get our most of our side by side. Miller Lite. I think that has a little bit more carbonation than the Busch Light. You're definitely getting a grainy, malty, semi-grassy note. It does taste a little bit cleaner than the Busch Light. That's just my opinion. Do I think most people drink light beer because of the? No, I think they're. I don't know. Could be budget spender. You like beer and you really don't have too much of a preference. You can get it in a larger conveyance at a reasonable price compared to craft beer. I drink Bud Ice on the side. I don't live off of craft per se, but I just don't really typically do a lot of these kind of reviews on the macro light beers or even macro adjunct lagers. All right, the Natty Light. Not a lot of effervescence. It's lacking. There's something funky in there compared to the last two that I drank. It's very light and subtle. It's crispy though. That's a real crispy fucking beer for as little effervescence as it was showing in the grass. Carbonation's high. Obviously, all these are light-bodied beers. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to do some more tasting. But yeah, this is the Bud Light. That's a little bit more malty grain, robust. Little heavier on the mouthfeel. As weird as that sounds, of me saying that about Bud Light. Let's get another horn on that. Not as crispy as the Natty Light. Slightly more. It's definitely got this is a flavor for full beer for the selection that we're having. This is going to be interesting. It depends. If you drink light beer like these, they're your adjunct lagers. Can, for sure. All right. So now I guess it's time to do some comparisons. I have to drink the Busch against the Natty. Not as crispy, the Busch. But it's got a mellow, easy drinking flavor. I really don't see. I'm not picking up too much of any faults in this product. The Natural Light either is not a bad product. There's definitely a subtle difference. And I'll say I think that the Busch is a little bit more on the malty grainy side, where the Natural Light is a little bit more on the malty sweet aspect of it. Interesting. All right, so the Miller Lite against the Bud Light. Cheers, Bumpy. That's easy drinking, and I really don't taste any faults in it. It's got a crispy body, you know. The Bud Light. Well, boys, I think I've got it. I know it's only been 16 minutes, and I wasn't intending on drinking all 4 of these 16-ounce cans in a full sitting this evening, because that'd be ridiculous. You have to have them all open. You got to keep them cold. So I'll probably pop 3 of these in the fridge and drink on one after this show. But this is tough. So I'm gonna say Bud Light's getting the top. Bud Light's getting the number 1 slot. At a very, very close second, Miller Lite. Miller Lite's coming in at number 2 for me. Like I said, crispy, very, very easy drinking beer. I picked the Bud Light to be first over the Miller Lite just because I feel in this tasting, the Bud Light was a little bit more malty, slight grainy feel. Oh yeah, it's a light beer showdown, Bumpy. I've got Busch Light versus Miller Light versus Natural Light versus Bud Light. Yeah, I know, and it's hard to hear me pick Bud Light as the top spot, but we've got 4 cheaper products. So, sorry, I went live a little bit early. I started to get a little bit tired. I was working pretty good today. I got in a car accident yesterday. I'm all right. My back kind of hurts. I don't know what's going on. It's possible I might jump it up and put these same things against each other, just their regular adjunct version. Anyways, before I lose my track of thought. So, Bud Light number 1, Miller Light number 2. It's down to Busch Light and Natural Light, boys. And I honestly got to tell you, in my opinion, the Busch Light has more flavor than the Natural Light. But the Natural Light is pretty fucking crispy. I like the high carbonation on it. It works with it. At the end of the day, I mean, if somebody handed me any of these beers and I didn't have one, and I was like, "Oh, I'll take a beer," and then I would drink any of these 4. Don't get me wrong, but I think me personally, I'm gonna put the Busch Latte at the number 3 spot, and Natty Light is gonna get the number 4, just because it was lackluster in the flavor department. It's still a refreshing product. Yeah. Little different this week. Trying a different aspect. We'll see. I always try to keep the channel live and keep you on your toes, do different shit. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to sit around and watch the same old shit all the time. I can get guests. It's just hard timing. People live in different places of the world. But yeah, other than that, go check out Bumpy Road Brews. Everybody in the chat, we'll go ahead. There wasn't too many people because it's a shorter one, but Tommy Carroll, Commerce Aussie, Bumpy Road Brewery. Go check him out. Mondays, 8 o'clock, new brew. Bring a craft beer that you've never had before. You're more than welcome to jump on. It's a 3-part show. Good community. Come hang out with us and kick it. It's all good. I'd like to say hello and cheers to Lawai. I don't. That's it. Probably butchered it, but I didn't want to do it. But shouting you out, Ronnie S in the chat. Angie's Fluid Art. Comer Sazi. He's the fucking man, boys. Yeah, and as for me, Tuesday, I'm doing another shout out. Beer Man, Beer and Cheese, 8 o'clock Tuesdays. Bring anything. It's open table. So any kind of craft beer with any kind of cheese. You could even bring a Bud Light or in a craft single if you wanted to. He keeps pretty loose over there, and that's good. I enjoy the show. Been doing it for a long time. Other than that, me, Thursday night beer session. Not sure what I'm doing next week. That'll be something up. This wasn't bad. If I can, I just don't want to be on here for an hour. I'll keep it real with you. For me to sit here and do an hour show, it's a lot. We're at the 21-minute mark. We've gone through 4 products, and I'm not totally fucking smashed. So, word. Yeah, check my YouTube shorts out. The Chug Chronicles. It's been fantastic. I've been doing this every day. I get home, I'm gonna have a beer. So I just pick a song that I enjoy, and I've been chugging a beer every day. And it gets feedback. People fucking are jealous and whatever. I'm getting fucking bad comments in some of my stuff, like why are people watching your shit? And I'm like, if you don't like it, man, you don't have to be here. I pin them, and it is what it is, bro. It's shorts. And yeah, I've got a lot of traction this month from doing that over the past 20-something days, man. I've got I'm 13K up on my views. I've got my watch time is up a lot. I'm getting out there. I'm getting exposed to a bunch of people. It's been working, so I can't fucking argue with it. If it didn't work, I wouldn't do it anymore. But I enjoy it, and fuck it, I'm gonna drink a beer. So, god damn it, let me do me. So, yeah, that's it. Like I said, till the next time, stay sipping, my friends. Cheers to see you, the Eclectic Beard. And congratulations. Go check him out. He just got his fucking, what was it, your silver plaque? Got the 100K mark, man. This dude fucking worked hard for it. When I first met him, I was a small fucking drop of water in the bucket. And he said, I'm fucking quit my fucking job and I'm going to make it on fucking YouTube. And he did it. Go for you, bro. Fantastic. Maybe one day when I grow up, but like, cheers, folks. I'm going to ramble on. Clint, too. Stay sipping.